Yo, it is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. Before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to my guy Bilko for letting me hop on his account to do a pink diamond Joel Embiid gameplay.
Kawhi, you are a man of few words.
Before we hop into the gameplay, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 40,000 subscribers. Looking at Joel Embiid here, a card that I'm very high on. 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, 85 3-ball, 85 driving dunk. Can't really handle the ball, 90 block, 78 perimeter defense. I love that with a 91 interior. Great rebounder, 77 speed with a 78 lateral quickness. Looking at the tendencies here on JoJo, 95 driving dunk tendency, which is very solid. You look at the defensive tendencies, which are solid across the board as well. 9 Hall of Fame badges on next gen. I think on current gen he might have 10. Brick wall, drive stepper, rim protector, heart crusher, intimidator, dream shake, set shooter, hot stopper. So a lot of these aren't that important. I think he has Hall of Fame pick and popper on current gen. 22 gold badges, catch and shoot, difficult shots, heat seeker, break starter, box, defensive leader, post, lockdown, worm, anti-freeze, fade ace, hot shot, stop and pop, green machine, hot zone hunter. He does come with this silver deep threes badge, which is very important as well as the bronze rebound chaser. Now that's a badge you're going to want to upgrade on Joel Embiid, as well as adding clamps probably. But what he comes with is basically all he needs. You're not going to need to apply any badges really to him. You might want to upgrade a couple of them, but that will be about it for Joel Embiid. The first thing to notice with Joel Embiid is that he does have 3 hot spots from behind the arc, both the right and left hashes, as well as that right corner. Now, I wish he had one from the top of the key, because I feel like most of my pick and pop jump shots do come from that top of the key type area. Now, I don't know his release like that. I'm not greening with him, but it feels like a smooth release nonetheless. Even though I'm not greening with Embiid, I feel like eventually I will, as I'm like 0 of 5 right now on greens. But eventually when I get his release down, it's going to be lights out. I just got to find the timing. There's the first green with JoJo, and hopefully that's a good sign for things to come. Second one, I don't feel like I'm consistent with Embiid right now for whatever reason. I don't know what exactly it is, but I got to figure out his jump shot and get consistent with it, because if I'm not going to be consistent with it, then that definitely hurts his value as a card. Obviously, dribbling wise, he's not going to be able to do much. We knew this coming into the gameplay, that dribbling wise is just not going to be Joel Embiid's biggest strength. Let's get a few more shots up with Embiid here. I feel like I'm just late with him all the time. I'm just honestly struggling to time his release. Maybe I'll eventually figure it out, but right now it's very rough for me with Embiid. I'm having the most trouble in the world trying to find that release point. Obviously, I'll green some of them, but consistently, I am not greening shots with Joel Embiid. I don't know if it's his green window or if it's a me problem. Hopping in to shoot around with Joel Embiid on current gen, we'll see. Obviously, dribble 6, you're not going to be able to move with the card like Embiid. We know this, but his jump shot, we'll see current gen, next gen. What I kind of think of it, obviously on next gen, I wasn't super consistent in shoot around, but on current gen, I'm not going to lie with you guys. I'm not going to sit here and lie with you. On current gen, it feels better on current gen than it does on next gen, in my opinion. Obviously, I greened my first 3 and haven't greened since, so maybe not. Maybe it's just a matter of I got lucky on greening my first 3 shots, but we'll see here. I feel like Embiid's release is good, but I feel like it's one of those releases in which you're going to have to play with the card quite a bit to really get his release down. I really truly do feel like it's going to be that type of a release for Joel Embiid. But yeah, it does feel very smooth. And the thing is, I get he doesn't have a hot spot from the top of the key, but I'm greening pretty consistently from the top of the key. I'm greening more consistently up here than anywhere else, even with the lack of hot spots. So it's just something to think about with Joel Embiid is, even though he doesn't have a hot spot from the top of the key, he's got a good enough 3-ball in which you should be just fine taking a lot of your 3s from there. But I feel like Joel Embiid is going to be very solid current gen or next gen. I do have high hopes for Joel Embiid, so my expectations are high. It's kind of like with some players, you don't expect much, they end up being good. But with Joel Embiid, my expectations are high, so he's got a lot to live up to. Swimming through JoJo White there on the first possession of the game. Can this guy I'm playing just chill? Into Joel again. You know what time it is. He's a baby in there. You can't switch screens. That's a good shot. He smoked it though. Run, Joel. Send me a drag screen. Hey. Back to him. Chill, patience. Come here. JoJo, I can't green with him. I don't know. I feel like his release is just quick for next gen. All right, Embiid, let's go crazy. Come on. Back to him. Don't jump. I knew he was gonna overclose out, and that's the tough thing. Again, overclosing out. Larry Nance in the corner. We saw yesterday what Larry Nance could do when I did his gameplay. I cannot get any stops right now. Come on, Joe. Get out of my way. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but he is just giving up the roll to Joel Embiid every single time. And I'm going to take it. Obviously, I want to expose him in the pick and pop. But until he guards the pick and roll, I'm not going to have to switch anything up. Drop coverage. Good drop coverage. Joel, run. Come here. There it is. Finally, we get a look. I just can't green with Embiid. I don't know what it is. That's the one downside so far. Eventually, I'm going to figure his release out.
Hey, I doubt it.
It's just right now, it's tough. It's tough to time it. I'm struggling big time. Back to him. Come on, JoJo. Come on, JoJo. And then I shoot it lightly. Like, this has just been an awful start to the game for JoJo. All right, it's time for JoJo to get going, man. I'm tired of him whiting shots, everything like that. I'm tired of it. It's time, man. It's time. Thank you. Finally, I get a green light. And look what that does. He gets takeover. Come on. Come on. Good defense. We're fine. We're through it. Drop coverage. Good defense. Good, JoJo. No drop steps. Thank you. Good defense. Oh no, look at Joel Embiid drop stepping. Once he gets takeover, I feel like he's gonna be even tougher. Who is this? Anthony Davis? He should be able to guard Embiid in the pick and pop type setting, honestly. Never mind. I finally get a way to go. It's about time because I deserved it. I don't know his release yet. That's something that is a work in progress. But I put together a pretty good play. I felt like I deserved that one. Oh yeah, we see where the board's going. Point guard Embiid on display. Back to Curry. Look at point guard Joel Embiid making things happen. Can't get it to go, though. I'm just whiting with everybody. Come here, Joel. Good. He just got killed by that screen. Show patience, 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 patience. Oh, yeah. He about got an easy steal on that. Joel Embiid catches it and slams it down. Oh, yeah. We're making plays. Hold up. Dot Embiid, that's too deep. Get it to Larry? I should have greened it. That's me. Patience. Good. We're in no rush. We're in no rush. Just take your time. Do what you got to do. Into Joel Embiid until he gets himself out of position. That's when we'll attack with Joel Embiid. Doing it inside and outside on the offensive end. Chill, 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 chill. Get it to Curry. Good. Now we go crazy. I just can't green with Embiid. That's all there is to it. He needs a break soon. I mean, he is a little bit tired, but he still should be able to green shots. Attack off the dribble. Put him in the rim. Joel Embiid. See what kind of free throw release. Oh, no. I wasn't ready for that that type of a quick release, but he gets it to go nonetheless. But he is guarding these pick and rolls very, very well. Give me one. There you go. I'm starting to figure it out from Joel. The problem is the releases change depending on how deep you are from three. So I feel like that's part of the reason I'm struggling. Joel picked up his third foul. We got to get him a blow. Looking at the halftime box score for Embiid, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 11 of 15 from the field, and 3 of 7 from deep. I've got to figure out his release. Now we got the rim running point guard of John Wall. So this should be a very, very interesting combo. Running him with JoJo. JoJo, I can't get that release point down. I don't know what it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. I could feel that release point was good. It just depends on the catch animation he gets. And just kind of, I don't know. It's hard to really explain. Come here. There it is.
Another
There
one.
it is. I'm starting to get that release point down. Back-to-back triples from Joel Embiid. That's not me. He should have Green Machine activated too, because I think he has the badge. Uh-oh. Not as scary over in Embiid's corner. That's just not going to work. Come here. Ooh, I thought for sure he was finna jump. What in the world? I didn't even mean to shoot that. Look at Joel. One more. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. Come here. Hold up. You got a baby on you. Come here. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's Zion or Bob Cousy. Neither one of them's guarding you. Chill. Imagine me shooting that. Imagine me taking the 2 when I finally figured out Embiid's release. Another triple for JoJo. Has Penguin finally had enough? Because if Joel Embiid did that on my head, I would be done too. Embiid's up to 37 points. He's just been crazy good in this second half so far. And he has been good enough to force a big rage quit. We saw how great Joel Embiid was in MyTEAM Unlimited. Let's see if he can do the same thing in Triple Threat Online. Good defense, Joel. Yes, sir. That's the defense I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, over to the corner. Let's see. Is his release green? Uh-oh. I finally figured out his release. Come on. Come on. Stop leaving Chicken Man wide open. I finally figured out that release point. And I think I've greened 3 or 4 straight with him. Meet him up top, JoJo. Meet him up top, JoJo. I thought you would have learned your lesson the first time. Joel Embiid is lurking the area. It's just not a good idea. I missed. He gets the white to go. It's just not a good idea to try to go up against JoJo. And we get a quit in the very first minute of that Triple Threat Online game. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for Pink Diamond Joel Embiid gameplay. I do think he's a top 5 center in the game. Now, how do I think he compares to a guy like Wayne Embry, for example? Like, if I was going into a competitive game, who would I choose? Joel Embiid or Wayne Embry? And honestly, I might be one of the few people in the community that would take Wayne Embry 10 times out of 10 over Joel Embiid. That's just my personal opinion because I'm a defensive head. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean Joel Embiid's bad. That just means I have my preferences and other people have their preferences. And I just would prefer more defense compared to offense. But nonetheless, Joel Embiid is very, very solid, super good player. And honestly, the first real usable, I shouldn't say usable because Walter Davis, Jay Rich are usable, but the first pretty good player in this set for Wilt Chamberlain. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.